In the late 1960s, when Japanese automakers were still finding their design identity, one brave company dared to be different. Isuzu Motors created something extraordinary, a car that would change the perception of Japanese automotive design forever. The Isuzu 117 Coupe wasn't just another Japanese car. It was a masterpiece born from the creative genius of Italian designer Giorgetto Giugiaro. This stunning collaboration between East and West produced one of the most elegant vehicles of its time, setting new standards for luxury, performance, and style in the Japanese automotive industry. The journey begins in 1968 when Isuzu Motors made a bold decision to partner with Giorgetto Giugiaro of Carrozzeria Ghia, one of Italy's most renowned automotive designers. The result was a vehicle that would remain in production for 13 years, leaving an indelible mark on automotive history. The 117 Coupe's story is one of innovation, luxury, and the pursuit of perfection. Each 117 Coupé that rolled off the production line in those early years was crafted by hand, with fewer than 50 units produced monthly. This meticulous attention to detail reflected the car's position as a premium offering in the Japanese market. The sleek fastback design featured a carefully sculpted body that measured 168.5 inches in length, later extending to 170.1 inches. With a width of 63.0 inches and a height between 51.6 and 52.2 inches, the car cut an impressive figure on the road. The heart of the early 117 Coupe was its 1.6-liter G161W engine, featuring sophisticated double overhead camshafts. This power plant produced 120 horsepower, impressive for its time. But Isuzu wasn't content to rest on its laurels. In 1970, they made history by introducing electronic fuel injection to the 1.6-liter engine, making the 117 Coupe one of Japan's first cars to feature this advanced technology. The interior of the 117 Coupe was equally impressive, showcasing luxury features that were rare in Japanese cars of the era. The cabin was adorned with fine leather seating and an elegant dashboard crafted from Taiwanese camphor laurel wood. Modern amenities like power windows and air conditioning further set it apart from its contemporaries. As the 1970s progressed, the 117 Coupe evolved to meet changing market demands. In 1973, Isuzu introduced a more powerful 1.8-liter G180W engine capable of producing 130 horsepower. This was followed in 1978 by an even more potent 2.0-liter G200W engine, delivering 135 horsepower. These engines were paired with either a 4-speed manual transmission in early models or a 5-speed manual introduced in 1976. For those who preferred automatic transmission, a 3-speed option became available in 1975. Perhaps one of the most surprising developments in the 117 Coupe's history came in 1979 when Isuzu introduced a 2.2-liter C223 diesel engine option. This innovative move made the 117 Coupe the world's first sports car available with a diesel power plant. While the diesel version's 73 horsepower was modest compared to its gasoline counterparts, it offered superior fuel efficiency that appealed to practical-minded buyers. The year 1973 marked a significant turning point in the 117 Coupe's production. Isuzu transitioned from handcrafted manufacturing to mass production, increasing monthly output to approximately 1,000 units. This change had a dramatic effect on sales, with numbers jumping from 965 units in 1972 to 9,506 in 1974. By 1977, the 117 Coupe received a significant facelift. The distinctive round headlights that had characterized early models were replaced with rectangular units, and a front air dam was added to improve aerodynamics. These updates helped maintain the car's contemporary appearance while enhancing its performance characteristics. The 117 Coupe's chassis design was equally impressive, featuring a front-engine rear-wheel drive layout that provided excellent balance and handling characteristics. The suspension system was carefully tuned to deliver both comfort and sportiness, while disc brakes on all 4 wheels ensured reliable stopping power. The car's construction incorporated advanced safety features for its time, including crumple zones designed to protect occupants in the event of a collision. Throughout its 13-year production run, the 117 Coupe remained primarily a Japanese domestic market vehicle, with limited exports to other countries. By the time production ended in 1981, a total of 86,192 units had been manufactured, making it a relatively rare car by modern standards. The legacy of the 117 Coupe extends far beyond its production numbers. It demonstrated that Japanese automakers could compete with European manufacturers in terms of design, luxury, and performance. The car's unique blend of Italian styling and Japanese engineering set a precedent for future international collaborations in the automotive industry. When the final 117 Coupe rolled off the production line in 1981, making way for its successor, the Isuzu Piazza, it had already secured its place in automotive history. Today, the 117 Coupe is celebrated as a pioneering vehicle that helped establish Japan's reputation for creating sophisticated, well-engineered automobiles. In the summer of 2001, Toyota unveiled a car that would challenge everything we knew about Japanese sedan design. The Toyota Verasa wasn't just another four-door family car, it was a statement of automotive rebellion. With its striking Italian-inspired design and powerful engines producing up to 280 horsepower, the Verasa represented Toyota's daring attempt to rewrite the rules of the Japanese car market. But despite its promising start, this unique sedan story would end just 3 years later, with only 26,054 units ever produced. This is the tale of Toyota's boldest design experiment, a car that dared to be different in a world of conformity. The story of the Toyota Verasa begins at the turn of the millennium when Japanese automakers faced a critical challenge. The country's traditional sedan market was evolving, and Toyota's popular Chaser and Cresta models were showing their age. The company needed something fresh, something that would capture the imagination of Japanese car buyers while maintaining the performance heritage that Toyota had built over decades. The name itself was a careful blend of Italian words, vero, meaning truth, and rosso, meaning red. This naming choice wasn't just a marketing gimmick. It represented Toyota's genuine passion for creating something authentic and emotionally engaging. The Verasa was positioned as the smaller companion to the prestigious Aristo in Toyota's net store locations across Japan. Built on the same rear-wheel drive platform as the Toyota Mark II X110, the Verasa's dimensions were impressive for its time. At 185.2 inches in length, 69.3 inches in width, and 57.1 inches in height, it pushed the boundaries of Japanese government regulations. The wheelbase stretched to 109.4 inches, while the front and rear tracks measured 59.6 and 59.4 inches respectively. With a ground clearance of 6.1 inches, the Verasa maintained a practical stance for daily driving while weighing between 3,042 and 3,373 pounds, depending on the specification. The Verasa's engine lineup was equally impressive, showcasing Toyota's engineering prowess. The entry-level 2.0-liter 1 GFE engine produced 160 horsepower at 6,200 revolutions per minute and 147 pound-feet of torque at 4,400 revolutions per minute. This engine was paired with a 4-speed automatic transmission and was available in both the 20 and 24 trim levels. The 24 models featured Toyota's innovative all-track full-time 4-wheel drive system, giving the Verasa a significant advantage over its front-wheel drive rival, the Camry. Moving up the range, Toyota offered a sophisticated 2.5-liter 1JZ FSE engine that delivered 200 horsepower at 6,000 revolutions per minute and 184 pound-feet of torque at 3,800 revolutions per minute. This direct injection power plant was coupled with a 5-speed automatic transmission in the 25 and V25 trims. The V25 models received additional upgrades including 17-inch wheels and the option of leather interior. The crown jewel of the Verasa lineup was the VR25 trim, powered by a turbocharged 2.5-liter 1JZ GTE engine. This powerhouse produced 280 horsepower at 6,200 revolutions per minute and 278 pound-feet of torque at 2,400 revolutions per minute. Buyers could choose between a 5-speed manual or a 4-speed automatic transmission, and the car came equipped with a limited slip differential and sport-tuned suspension for enhanced handling. Inside the cabin, the Verasa offered a blend of luxury and technology that was impressive for its era. Standard features included automatic climate control, power windows, and a premium audio system. Higher trim levels added sophisticated touches like power-adjustable seats and advanced navigation systems. The interior design prioritized driver comfort with an intuitive layout and high-quality materials throughout. The Verasa's exterior design was perhaps its most controversial aspect. Breaking away from traditional Japanese sedan styling, it featured a bold front grille and unique headlight arrangement that set it apart from anything else on the road. The body lines drew inspiration from Italian design principles, emphasizing elegance and grace in a way that was unprecedented for Japanese cars of the period. However, this distinctive styling proved to be a double-edged sword. While some buyers appreciated the Verasa's unconventional looks, others found it too radical compared to more conservative designs. This divided opinion significantly impacted its market success, particularly in Japan's increasingly practical-minded automotive market of the early 2000s. The decision to limit the Verasa to the Japanese domestic market further constrained its potential success. While other markets, particularly North America and Europe, might have appreciated its unique blend of performance and design, the car never had the chance to prove itself globally. Instead, it competed in a crowded Japanese market alongside Toyota's own Mark II and the hugely popular Camry. The Verasa's brief production run from June 2001 to April 2004 resulted in just over 26,000 units being manufactured. These numbers were significantly lower than its predecessors, the Chaser and Cresta, which had enjoyed much longer production runs and broader market appeal. The limited production numbers have ironically contributed to the Verasa's current status as a sought-after collector's car in the Japanese domestic market (JDM) scene. Today, the Toyota Verasa stands as a testament to automotive innovation and risk-taking. Its combination of rear-wheel drive dynamics, powerful engines, and distinctive styling has earned it a dedicated following among car enthusiasts. The vehicle represents a unique moment in Toyota's history when the company dared to challenge conventional design wisdom and push the boundaries of what a Japanese sedan could be. The Verasa's legacy extends beyond its sales figures. It demonstrated Toyota's willingness to experiment with bold designs and innovative engineering solutions. The car's all-track four-wheel drive system, for instance, showed how traditional sedan platforms could be adapted to offer enhanced capability and performance. The range of engines from the efficient one GFE to the powerful turbocharged one JZ-GTE showcased Toyota's technical expertise and commitment to offering varied driving experiences. In the early 1980s, when station wagons dominated family driveways and minivans were just a distant dream, one Japanese automaker dared to think differently. The Nissan Prairie emerged as a groundbreaking vehicle that would help reshape how we think about family transportation. With its unique pillarless design, sliding doors, and car-like handling, the Prairie wasn't just another Japanese import. It was a glimpse into the future of automotive design. This is the story of how a compact minivan from Nissan challenged conventions and paved the way for the modern crossover vehicles we see today. The journey begins in 1979 when Italian design house Italdesign, led by the legendary Giorgetto Giugiaro, unveiled the Lancia Megagamma concept car. This revolutionary design caught the attention of Nissan's executives who were eager to incorporate European styling into their lineup. Their response would come 2 years later in the form of the Nissan Prairie, known as the Multi in Canada and the Stanza wagon in the United States. The first-generation Prairie, launched in 1981 in Japan and 1982 in Europe, was nothing short of revolutionary. Built at Nissan Shitai's Shonan plant in Hiratsuka, Kanagawa, Japan, the Prairie combined the practicality of a van with the comfort and handling of a passenger car. Its most striking feature was the absence of a B-pillar between the front and rear doors, creating an unobstructed entry that was decades ahead of its time. The Prairie's foundation was built on the reliable Nissan Sunny platform, utilizing powertrains from the Nissan Stanza. Early models offered a range of inline-4 petrol engines, starting with the modest 1.5-liter E15S and extending to the more powerful 1.6-liter E16, 1.8-liter CA18S, and 2.0-liter CA20S or CA20E engines. These engines were paired with either a 5-speed manual transmission or a choice of 3 or 4-speed automatic gearboxes. The vehicle's dimensions were carefully calculated to balance interior space with urban maneuverability. The two-wheel drive version rode on a 99-inch wheelbase, while the four-wheel drive variant sat slightly higher with a 99.4-inch wheelbase. The overall length ranged from 166.5 inches for the four-wheel drive model to 170.3 inches for the two-wheel drive version, with a width of 65.6 inches. The vehicle's height varied between 62 inches for the two-wheel drive and 63.6 inches for the four-wheel drive model, with a curb weight of approximately 2,249 pounds. The Prairie's interior was a masterclass in practical innovation. The front seat belts were mounted directly on the doors, except in US versions, and both front and rear seats could recline completely flat, creating a makeshift double bed. The rear window winders were engineered to fold into themselves, preventing any interference when the sliding doors were operated. The upward opening tailgate, with its integrated rear bumper, created a low and flat cargo area that made loading and unloading a breeze. By January 1985, the Prairie received its first facelift, addressing some early criticisms. The rear end was completely redesigned, and the bumper mounting was modified to improve stability after complaints about excessive flexibility in earlier models. The engines also received minor updates to enhance performance and reliability. The second-generation Prairie, introduced in September 1988, marked a significant evolution in the vehicle's design philosophy. Marketed as the Nissan Axis in North America, this new version addressed the first generation's shortcomings while building upon its strengths. The most notable change was the reintroduction of the B-pillar, which improved structural rigidity and handling characteristics. Built on the larger Nissan Bluebird U12 platform, the second-generation Prairie offered a more robust selection of engines. The lineup included a 2.0-liter CA20S carbureted engine, a fuel-injected 2.0-liter SR20D, and a larger 2.4-liter KA24E engine. The North American market access exclusively received the 2.4-liter power plant, which provided adequate performance for family hauling duties. The second generation's interior featured improved materials and ergonomics, with thoughtful touches like wood grain accents and velour upholstery on higher trim levels. The practical sliding doors remained, now complemented by a flat rear floor and fully foldable rear seats. The introduction of all-wheel drive variants further expanded the Prairie's appeal, particularly in regions with challenging weather conditions. In 1995, Nissan introduced the Prairie Joy in Japan, a stretched version that could accommodate up to 7 passengers. This variant came equipped with advanced safety features for its time, including optional anti-lock brakes and dual airbags. The Prairie Joy represented Nissan's effort to keep the model competitive as newer rivals entered the market. The final chapter in the Prairie story began in 1998 with the third generation, initially called the Prairie Liberty before being shortened to simply Liberty. Built on Nissan's FFL platform, this version featured a more contemporary design with rounded edges and modern styling cues. The engine lineup was thoroughly modernized, including the efficient 2.0-liter QR20D engine and a turbocharged SR20DT variant for performance enthusiasts. The Liberty introduced several technological advancements, including a continuously variable transmission (CVT) for improved fuel economy and smoother acceleration. The interior received a comprehensive update with modern instrumentation, navigation systems, and rear-view cameras on higher trim levels. Safety features were also enhanced with the addition of side airbags and traction control systems. Despite its innovations and practical design, the Prairie/Liberty story came to an end in 2004 when it was replaced by the Nissan Festa. However, its influence on automotive design cannot be understated. The Prairie's unique combination of car-like handling, van-like practicality, and innovative features helped establish the blueprint for modern crossover vehicles. Looking back, the Nissan Prairie represented more than just another Japanese family car. It was a pioneer that dared to challenge conventional automotive design. From its pillarless first generation to the technology-packed Liberty, each iteration pushed boundaries and introduced features that would later become industry standards. While the Prairie name may have faded into automotive history, its legacy lives on in the countless crossovers and compact MPVs that populate our roads today. The Prairie's story reminds us that true innovation often comes from thinking differently and challenging established norms. In an era when automotive design was largely conservative, Nissan took a bold step forward, creating a vehicle that would help reshape our understanding of what a family car could be. Though production ended in 2004, the Prairie's influence on automotive design continues to resonate, making it a significant chapter in the history of Japanese automotive innovation. In the bustling streets of 1970s Japan, a small car was about to make a big impact. The Subaru Rex wasn't just another compact vehicle, it was a testament to Japanese engineering ingenuity and a symbol of the country's post-war economic miracle. For 20 years, this tiny warrior dominated Japan's K car segment, pushing boundaries with innovations that would influence automotive design for decades to come. From its humble beginnings as a rear-engine curiosity to its final form as a technological powerhouse, the Rex's story is one of constant evolution and adaptation. Today, we dive deep into the fascinating history of a car that proved that sometimes the biggest innovations come in the smallest packages. The story begins in July 1972, when Subaru unveiled the first-generation Rex to replace their aging R2 model. Named after the Latin word for king, the Rex was designed to rule Japan's strictly regulated K car category. These special vehicles received significant tax breaks and insurance benefits, making them incredibly attractive to cost-conscious Japanese consumers. The first Rex rolled off the production line with a unique rear-engine, rear-wheel drive layout, a configuration that would soon become extinct in the small car world. The initial K21 model featured a compact 356 cubic centimeter EK34 two-stroke engine. In its standard form, this tiny power plant produced 32 horsepower, but Subaru wasn't content with basic performance. The sportier GSR variant pushed out 37 horsepower thanks to an advanced dual carburetor setup. To handle this extra power, the GSR came equipped with special radial tires, setting it apart from its more modest siblings. By February 1973, Subaru expanded the Rex family with a four-door sedan variant, making it more appealing to families. However, the real transformation came in October of that year when stricter emission regulations forced a significant change. The original two-stroke engine was replaced with a 358 cubic centimeter EK21 four-stroke power plant. This new engine could reach an impressive 8,000 revolutions per minute while delivering 31 horsepower, maintaining the Rex's spirited character while meeting new environmental standards. The Rex's versatility grew in February 1974 with the introduction of the K42 van model. This two-seater commercial variant offered significant tax advantages for business owners. Subaru then introduced the innovative Custom 5 option, featuring a 5-speed manual transmission, a rarity in such a small car. The September 1974 launch of the K26 wagon version added another dimension to the Rex lineup, offering 4 permanent seats for families who needed more space. In 1975, the van model received practical updates, including a higher roof and flat cargo floor to meet Japanese commercial vehicle regulations. The same year marked the introduction of Subaru's Seek-T, Subaru Exhaust Emission Control, Thermal and Thermodynamic System, showcasing the company's commitment to environmental responsibility. May 1976 brought significant changes as new key car regulations allowed for larger vehicles. The Rex 5, models K23 and K43, grew to 125.4 inches in length and received a more powerful 490 cubic centimeter EK22 engine. This two-cylinder unit, equipped with the SCECT system, produced 31 horsepower and 27.5 pound-feet of torque at 4,500 revolutions per minute. The van variant was slightly detuned to 28 horsepower for better efficiency. The evolution continued in May 1977 with the Rex 550 K24, featuring a larger 544 cubic centimeter EK23 engine. This model maintained the same horsepower, but increased torque to 30.4 pound-feet at 3,500 revolutions per minute. In international markets, this version was known as the Subaru 600, reflecting its engine size. March 1978 saw the introduction of the innovative swingback model, featuring a large opening rear window for improved cargo access. The following year brought aesthetic updates including new wheels, revised bumpers, and a small front spoiler. Responding to market competition from the Suzuki Alto, Subaru launched the budget-friendly Family Rex in October 1979, priced at an attractive 480,000 yen. The addition of an automatic clutch option in March 1980 made the Rex even more accessible to urban drivers. The second generation, launched in August 1981, marked a revolutionary change for the Rex. Subaru abandoned the rear engine layout in favor of a more modern front-engine, front-wheel drive configuration. This new platform featured independent suspension at all four corners and completely new bodywork. The company proudly claimed that only 2 connecting rods and an ashtray carried over from the previous generation, emphasizing the extent of the redesign. The second-generation Rex showcased Subaru's commitment to innovation with its 544 cubic centimeter EK23 two-cylinder engine, producing 31 horsepower. The real breakthrough came in 1983 when Subaru introduced an optional on-demand four-wheel drive system, a first in the K-car segment. Drivers could engage the four-wheel drive system with a simple switch mounted on the gearshift, providing enhanced traction when needed. To offset the additional weight of the four-wheel drive system, Subaru engineers developed a turbocharged variant that significantly boosted performance. Marketing innovation also played a key role in the Rex's success. The Rex Dino Special Edition, launched in 1982, pioneered a unique sales approach through mail-order catalogs. In European markets, the car was initially marketed as the Subaru 600 or Mini Jumbo, adapting to regional preferences while maintaining its core attributes. The continuously variable transmission, ECVT introduction in 1983 marked another significant milestone. This advanced transmission technology provided seamless acceleration and improved fuel efficiency, setting new standards in the key car segment. The turbocharged models received additional performance upgrades, including enhanced suspension tuning and upgraded brakes to handle the increased power output. The Rex Combi variant offered practical solutions for families and small business owners, featuring foldable rear seats and roof rails for added versatility. Different trim levels catered to various budgets and preferences, from basic models focused on affordability to premium versions equipped with air conditioning, upgraded upholstery, and advanced audio systems. In 1986, the third-generation Rex emerged as the culmination of Subaru's small car expertise. This KG-KH platform maintained the front-engine, front-wheel drive layout while offering all-wheel drive options. The standard 547 cubic centimeter EK23 engine now produced 36 horsepower, reflecting continuous improvements in power delivery and efficiency. A significant upgrade arrived in 1990 when Subaru introduced the 658 cubic centimeter EN055 engine to comply with new K-car regulations. This larger power plant delivered 42 horsepower while maintaining impressive fuel economy. However, the most exciting development was the 1988 introduction of a supercharged variant producing an impressive 55 horsepower, a remarkable achievement for a K-car of that era. The supercharger's belt-driven design offered distinct advantages over turbocharging, providing immediate power delivery without lag. This made the supercharged Rex particularly well-suited to urban driving, where quick acceleration and responsive handling were essential. The chassis received corresponding upgrades, including refined suspension tuning and improved braking systems. Interior comfort and practicality remained priorities in the third generation. The clever packaging allowed 4 adults to sit comfortably despite the Rex's compact exterior dimensions. The folding rear seats provided flexible cargo space, while the independent strut suspension at all 4 corners delivered a refined riding experience unusual for a K car. Safety features set new standards for the segment. The Rex incorporated reinforced side impact beams, strategically designed crumple zones, and advanced seatbelt pretensioners. These safety innovations proved particularly appealing in export markets where the car was sold under various names: the Subaru Sherpa in Australia and the Subaru 700 in Europe. Throughout its production run, the Rex underwent continuous refinement. Updated styling included revised grille designs, modern bumper configurations, and contemporary interior trim options. The all-wheel drive variants gained particular popularity in regions with challenging weather conditions, where their additional traction provided valuable peace of mind. The Rex's influence extended far beyond its sales numbers. It demonstrated that small cars could incorporate advanced technology without compromising affordability. Features like the eCVT transmission, supercharged engine, and all-wheel drive system would later appear in larger vehicles, validating the key car segment as a proving ground for automotive innovation. By the time production ended in 1992, the Rex had established a legacy of engineering excellence and practical innovation. Its successor, the Subaru Vivio, inherited this spirit of innovation, but the Rex's 20-year journey from simple K car to technological showcase had already secured its place in automotive history. The Rex's story reflects broader changes in the automotive industry and Japanese society. During its production run, Japan transformed from a recovering post-war economy into a global industrial powerhouse. The Rex evolved alongside this transformation, incorporating increasingly sophisticated technology while maintaining the practical benefits that made K cars essential to Japanese motorists. The car's impact on Subaru's engineering philosophy cannot be understated. The experience gained from developing all-wheel drive systems for the Rex influenced the company's later emphasis on all-wheel drive technology across its lineup. The supercharged engine development contributed valuable insights that would benefit future forced induction projects. When we examine the Rex's specifications throughout its generations, we see a consistent pattern of innovation. The first generation's transition from 2-stroke to 4-stroke engines demonstrated adaptability to changing environmental regulations. The second generation's adoption of front-wheel drive and introduction of all-wheel drive options showed forward-thinking engineering. The third generation's supercharged engine and advanced safety features proved that key cars could offer sophisticated technology. In international markets, the Rex helped establish Subaru's reputation for building reliable, innovative small cars. Although sold under different names, its fundamental qualities, clever engineering, practical design, and robust construction, remained consistent across markets. This global presence helped Subaru develop expertise in adapting vehicles for different regulatory requirements and consumer preferences.